Cocoa tasting. Heifer contributes to strengthening the cocoa value chain in the department of Olancho by strengthening the technical capacities of the members of the Producers Association served by the Chocolate4All Project, through technical assistance in managing the cultivation, improvement of quality process and their link to the market. This is complemented by the use of state-of-art technological tools for the commercialization of agricultural products, farm monitoring, and applications for the simulation of crop management practices. In addition, the skills and abilities of producers in area of cocoa tasting are strengthened to achieve a high degree of efficiency in the physical and sensory evaluation of cocoa samples, to guarantee the quality and degree of fineness of the genetic materials in the area of cultivation influence of this project. Cocoa tasting. The tasting of the liquor allows to measure the final quality of the cocoa beans, and this quality is built throughout the cultivation cycle, from the establishment to the processing of the grain. When tasting cocoa, an organoleptic evaluation is carried out in which the sense of taste and smell are used to discover flavor and aroma attributes such as intensity of cocoa chocolate flavor, acidity, other outstanding attributes such as flowers, fruits, and nuts, bitterness, and unwanted defect. In addition, the sense of size is used in order to observe the color of the liquor, since this can be used in the qualification criteria as a Criollo or Amazon genetics liquor according to the intensity of the color. The aroma and flavor attributes identified through the testing of the liquor sample depend differently on the procedures followed when harvesting, selecting, and extracting the grain from the fruits. Likewise, of the protocols followed during the fermentation, drawing, classification, and bagging of the cocoa beans. For this reason, it is essential to train the participants in this issue to facilitate the interpretations of the results of the tasting and implement preventive and corrective measures in post-harvest processes. To identify the aromas and flavors in cocoa tasting, the aspects to consider are presented below. Physical condition of the evaluator. At the time of the evaluation, the person must be free of colds, coughs, or flu, or any other affection in the respiratory tract, since the results will lose reliability. Have the materials and supplies to be used ready. The taster must have the cocoa liquor, which must be previously prepared and identified for use at the time of the tasting. In addition, you should have a spoon, a glass, a plate, a napkin, package of salt-free crackers, a pencil, and the evaluation form. Have a suitable place. The place to carry out the evaluation must be clean, in order, with good lighting, without noise or distractions that could distract the evaluator. It is recommended to have individual cubicles for each taster. Delivery of samples. The coordinator must deliver the samples to the evaluators in a random order. They are identified with a code, and the evaluator must not know their origin. Do not talk during the evaluation. The evaluator must not make comments, opinions, or expressions during the evaluation so as not to influence the decisions of the evaluators. Sample handling. Upon receiving the sample, the bottle is opened and the liquor is mixed with a spoon. The bottle is then brought about 3 centimeters from the nostrils to inhale the fragrances that are released. If necessary, this can be repeated about 3 times. Obtain the sample to be evaluated. With a spoon, a sample of about 3 milliliters or half a tablespoon of liquor is obtained, and it is placed on the tongue and distributed throughout the mouth. This will allow you to appreciate texture or particle fineness, viscosity, evolution of its consistency, viscosity's change, and the evolution of aroma and flavor. Fill out the form. During the evaluation, you must make notes that you can deem convenient and fill out the information requested in the evaluation form. Delivery of the form. After completing the evaluation, the forms must be delivered to the coordinator who will make the final report. Return the sample. At the end of the tasting session, each evaluator delivers the sample to the coordinator. If another sample is to be evaluated, the evaluator should rinse the mouth with water, eat a salt-free soda cracker, make a dough, and keep it moving in the mouth before swallowing for better palate cleansing. Wait a few minutes before running another sample. Use of spittoon. During the testing sessions, some tasters prefer to spit and not swallow the sample to be evaluated, for which they use a container called a spittoon. The taster spits out the sample. Then he proceeds to rinse his mouth with water and discard the rinse. Consensus meeting. If necessary, the evaluation coordinator will be able to analyze what happened during the tasting sessions, and the participants will have the opportunity to express their comments, observations, and share the experience. Remember that it's important that the personnel who will carry out the cocoa tasting must be trained to have the ability to recognize, identify, and define flavor and aroma attributes.